Hello, ICC friends, and happy Friday. It is your girl Xaviera. I am the editor and CEO of Ice Cream Conversations. Every Friday night, we get together for about an hour or so, and I talk about some of the top stories in entertainment and celebrity news. So this is our time to be together. So if there's anything that you would like for me to talk about, feel free to let me know. All you have to do is in the comment section, just tell me what you want to talk about. So I hope all of you have been having a great evening. Today has been so challenging for me. I am totally over today. I got up this morning with every intention of having a spectacular day. And apparently when I was away from my computer last night, WordPress did some type of update. Whatever the update was that WordPress did last night just left my website in shambles. I wasn't able to post. Just everything was just awry. It was a hot mess. So I spent the first half of my day trying to fix the website. So I put up a message to let you all know, like, look, something's going on with the website. Don't mind it if it's acting janky. So I ended up having to back the site up 2 days, lost 2 days worth of content. So I had to replace the content so y'all can see how my day kind of went. But I did start some anniversary pre-gaming. So, me, my husband, and my baby, we went to my favorite restaurant today, which is Papa Do's. So I felt a little better after I got some dirty rice and some shrimp and some scallops and some crab meat in my belly. I felt so much better. So I see all of my beautiful ICC friends coming into the chat. Hello, y'all. If you would be so kind as to share tonight's chat with your friends to let them know that we are here. I did show up 2 weeks in a row. Shout out to me. And I started not to come on tonight. Number one, because I don't know what happened, but my entire face broke out. I don't know what happened. So if my face has like white dots all over it, it's because I put peroxide on my face and, to clear all that stuff out. But y'all, I don't know what the heck did happen. I'm way too old to be going through puberty. So I don't know what's going on with my face. So y'all just excuse my face tonight. Okay. So let me start off by telling y'all about last night. So last night, shout out to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers invited me out to the red carpet. Well, technically the carpet was black, but the red carpet event for Crazy Rich Asians. Y'all, that movie was so freaking good. And I'm not even gassing it because Warner Brothers looked out. First of all, I went down there with all the expectations of working. And when I got there, instead of giving me my usual press pass, my folks handed me a VIP pass. And I was like, hold on, I'm VIP tonight? Wait a minute, I'm VIP? So I was like, oh, okay. And so I said, well, do I still need to work the carpet? They was like, no, ma'am, you need to get on the carpet. I was like, oh. So I did a little pose, and I'm so weird. Like, anytime somebody's taking a picture of me at an event, I am super weird. I don't know how to pose and all that other stuff. I feel like I look weird. Then I'm worried about if my stomach's sticking out, and then it's just a whole bunch of stuff. So, but I did have a nice time. The movie was fantastic. 3 cast members came out. But let me just tell you this. If you haven't seen the premiere or the previews for Crazy Rich Asians, basically the premise of the story is there's this super fine Asian dude. And he done left Singapore. He is super fine and he is filthy rich. He left Singapore to come to America just for a little bit. But he ended up falling in love with this Chinese American girl. So he falls in love with her and they all, drunk in love. We be all night. And then he was like, well, you know what? My cousin getting married. Let me go ahead and take you back to Singapore so you can meet my family and stuff. And, but I'm going to just let you know my mom is a real one. So, but he ends up taking her back to Singapore and child, it goes down. Okay. It goes down. But Aquafina, not the water, the Asian actress, and she's a musician, and I believe she was like a social media star. When I tell y'all she stole this movie the same way Tiffany Haddish stole Girls Trip. Like, Aquafina is a beast. And for those of you who saw Ocean's 8, she was also in Ocean's 8. She was the Asian actress in Ocean 8. But when I tell y'all the vibe in that theater, I haven't felt that vibe since all my melanated and pigmented folks was up in the theater for Black Panther. When I tell y'all, This film is like Black Panther for Asians. Like the way we felt about Black Panther is the way they feel about Crazy Rich Asians. Now, the title sounded a little offensive, but when you see the film, it makes all the sense in the world. But with that being said, like I saw dudes, chicks in there crying. Like this movie was everything to them, and it was so well put together. So much Asian culture, food, language, music, the beauty of Singapore. So shout out to all my Asian friends. Like shout out, like I'm ready to go to Singapore. So y'all can send for me. You know, just let me know what time I need to be dressed and what I need to pack. I'll get my kimono and I'll be ready to go. But it was a fantastic film. And then there was an after party afterwards. And so me and my media friends, we attended the after party. And I snapped this picture right here with the cast of Crazy Rich Asians. And that is Aquafina in the front, like in a semi-jail pose. When I tell y'all that girl is nuts and she is hilarious and she is so down to earth and she's everything. So if you saw it and you were like, oh, well, you know, I'm not a crazy rich Asian. I'm just crazy, you know, middle income Black woman, but still go see the film. It was a wonderful, wonderful film. All right. So I saw a lot of you saying hello and I see a lot of you checking in from different places around the state. So thank you for coming in and kicking it with me tonight. So it's a lot for us to talk about. First of all, I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I started podcasting again. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I did a podcast on Tuesday. So every Tuesday, I will be doing a podcast and I will be talking about everything going on in celebrity and entertainment news from our Friday night chat up until Tuesday. Then I'll drop the podcast on Tuesday and then y'all can catch up with that. And then we'll reconvene on Friday and we'll talk about everything that transpired after the podcast. So I have links to everything in the description. I have links to the podcast, to our YouTube channel, to our Instagram page, all the places that I need you guys to go and support Ice Cream Convos. Because I told y'all my day's numbered on Facebook. I mean, Facebook play all day. But anyway, but we here. I did create a group today for Facebook, and then in the middle of creating a group, I was like, and I just left it alone. But I'm thinking about really doing a Facebook group somewhere where we all can come in, and when I post my stories, you know, I'll still post them on the Facebook page, but if I post them in the group, you'll have a better chance of seeing them. That is the number one complaint that I am getting on Facebook, is that people are not seeing the posts when they go up, and then, you know, they seeing it a day or two later, and it's a mess. So I was thinking maybe if I made a Facebook group, then I could post the stories in there and maybe you'll have a better chance of seeing them. I don't know. Or just follow us on Twitter or follow us on Instagram and then you'll get the stories there, because this Facebook page is on hospice. So y'all just pray for it. Try to keep it together. But yes, shout out to Lily. My girl Lily Cousin be holding me down. Like holding me down. So with that being said, I am podcasting again, so I'm excited about that. I had a great time. It's me by myself for now. I plan to get some guests in, and not everybody's going to be a celebrity. I'm going to interview some people that are kind of cool. Some people I think you'll find interesting. Some people who are out here making things happen, movers and shakers. Some Black girl magic, some Black man magic, some Asian magic. I don't know. I did. Terry asked, have I ever thought about Periscope? Yes, I have thought about Periscope. The only reason why I kind of left Periscope alone is because it's a lot of spam, like spammers and trolls in Periscope. And I just don't, y'all know I got enough spammers and trolls over here on Facebook, but I may reconsider Periscope because I know Periscope is a great platform as well. So thank you for that suggestion. And I am writing it down as we speak so I can make sure that, oh, okay, Destiny brought me a pen that don't work. Okay, here it is. It's working. My apologies. So, yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and try to explore that option. So, what do y'all want to talk about first tonight? I grabbed my cell phone because I just plan to go through these stories on my cell phone and I didn't feel like writing anything down. I mean, tomorrow I'll be celebrating my 11th wedding anniversary. Can y'all believe I've been married for 11 years? Like, I ain't even had a job for 11 years. Like, the only thing that I've had longer than 11 years is my kids. Okay, in my house. But yes, so me and my baby, the CEO Big Daddy of Ice Cream Combos. We are celebrating our 11th wedding anniversary tomorrow. So I had to decline a lot of different offers to cover events and come out to certain events tomorrow because it's our anniversary. So that's why I kind of second guess coming on tonight. But we talked about Stevie J and Faith Evans last week, but I guess we can chitter chat about it just a teeny bit. Let's start with some TV scoop because it's some I'm going to say kind of sort of ridiculous. But before we go into TV scoop, I want to talk to y'all about this TV show I done started watching on Hulu. And it is called Castle Rock. Have y'all been watching Castle Rock? Okay, so I was hype about this because every time I was watching The Handmaid's Tale, they would show these previews for Castle Rock. And I was like, ooh, that look like it's going to be good. And I was like, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? And it kept going and going and going and going. And finally it's out. Well, when it came out, I forgot it came out. So then I was weeks behind. So I finally caught up. Y'all, that show off the hook. It's stranger than a mug. But that show is very, very good. And so I love it. So that's my tip for y'all this week, to check out a show called Castle Rock on Hulu. I haven't even dug in the new season of Orange is the New Black, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself because I used to be that person that would watch the entire season in one day, like the same day it dropped, I would watch the entire season. But just between me and you, I ain't into it like I used to be. Like ever since, what had happened to Poussey, for those of you who ain't caught up yet, ever since that situation where Poussey, the love ain't there like it used to be. But as of right now, my shows are Pose, and that just wrapped up, so I'm gotta wait on that. But Pose and Castle Rock is what I'm watching, and Snowfall, of course, and some other stuff. Thank you guys so much for the anniversary wishes and stuff. You guys are so sweet. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because y'all know these marriages be lasting about as long as some milk in the refrigerator. Because I'll be writing about it all the time. Y'all know marriages don't last long these days. So I'm happy to be in the long haul. I'm hanging in there to be hanging in there. But yeah, so anyway, so Sony Pictures is doing a Facts of Life reboot. And I was like, okay, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you got the Facts of Life. I mean, listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hollywood has run out of ideas. And basically at this point, they're just recycling. And, and it is what it is. But, I mean, I love the Facts of Life as a kid. I don't necessarily know what they're going to try to do with it as far as the reboot is concerned. If they're going to try to bring back some of the OG cast members. Because I know right now Kim Fields is down to collect a check. So I don't know if they'll bring back the OG cast members or if they'll just bring in a whole new group and get a new Mrs. Garrett and try to run it from there. I don't know. But I'm not really here for it. But if it's going to create jobs, then have at it. But they said that Leonardo DiCaprio and I believe it is Jessica Biel, Justin Timberlake's wife, they are in talks to executive produce the show. So I was like, all right. Now I'm very happy because FX has not reboot. I don't even want to use that word. FX has renewed Fargo for a season 4. I didn't know if Fargo was coming back because I tell you this, last season was reckless. And I mean that in a very good way. But then you just didn't hear anything. And I was like, well, I like Fargo because Fargo is very real ratchet, push the envelope. They don't care. It's going to do whatever it's going to do. And so I'm happy to tell you guys that they are bringing back Fargo for a season 4, and the homie Chris Rock is going to star in it. So congratulations to him. Like, I'm very, very excited for that. But production is not even going to start until next year. So we won't even see Fargo probably till towards the end of 2019. And at this rate, I don't even know if I'm going to be here. Like, okay, it's whatever. Jill Scott has signed on to star in another reboot of The First Wives Club for Paramount. So I'm excited because Jill Scott is a fantastic actress. The girl can sing. She fine as all get out. Because y'all know I'm here, always here for a juicy girl. She fine as all get out. Thick thighs save lives. She more curvier than the letter S. And she can act her behind off. She has the most soothing voice on earth and the most gorgeous smile walking the planet. So I'm here for everything Jill Scott has to offer. So she will be starring in the First Wives Club reboot. So you can read all about that on the site. Now, I did hear about the Living Single reboot. I was about to say remix. I did hear about the Living Single reboot. And what's her name? Erica Alexander. She got on social media. She started hinting around and teasing around and playing. That type of stuff, I really don't buy into it because y'all not going to play with my emotions. Now, a Living Single reboot or a Girlfriends reboot, I'm front and center. I'm here for it all day long. All the original cast members are still looking good, looking healthy, carrying themselves well. So I'm absolutely here for that. And, you know, as far as Girlfriends, I mean, bring Joan Clayton back. Like, we can do it. I'm here for it. You know, Mara, listen, what we doing, Mara? Like, what we doing? So I'm here for all of that too. So those two reboots, even though I'm just so sick of hearing reboot, I will reboot for those because those casts were strong and I feel like they will still do a good job and still get the job done. Let me see. What else is there in TV scoop? Y'all got something y'all want me to talk about in TV news? Or I'm supposed to be telling y'all what's going on. Let's see. Hollywood needs to embrace Black culture and history. So many untold stories. Absolutely. I want this right here. And I'm going to tell you why I want this right here. I don't know if y'all saw on the site that Robin Roberts has inked a deal. I think we talked about it in maybe we talked about it on the last Friday night chat. But Robin Roberts has inked a deal with Lifetime. And she's going to start telling these stories that we want told. And I know we don't have that much confidence in Lifetime because Lifetime done messed up. They don't have a good track record. But I am confident in Robin Roberts that she will get the job done if she has her hand on a project. So I know that she's doing a film on Mahalia Jackson, which I think will be magnifique. And she's also doing a film on, or a documentary, I don't know, on Kamaya. You know, the girl that got kidnapped at birth and then she got back with her mama and her mama can't stand each other. And, you know, that part. So, yeah, so shout out for Stacey Ann for that comment. But yeah, so I'm here for all of that. What else? Oh, I guess we can just go ahead and get into some celebrity news. I kind of want to talk movies though. So I already told you guys about Crazy Rich Asians. And today I took my baby girl to see The Darkest Mind with Amandla, am I saying her name right? Amandla Stenberg. That was a great film. That was a great young adult film. It was great. I'm always here for like all that supernatural stuff. I'm here for kids who can move trucks and move mountains and throw trees at people and make people control their minds. You know, I'm an X-Men by nature. I'm Xaviera, you know, Professor Xavier, you know, I'm an X-Men by nature. So I'm here for all of that superpower stuff, mutant, all that good god darn stuff. I'm here for all of that. So, I really, really enjoyed that film. So it's aimed at young adults, but as a grown-up, I enjoyed it as well. So I think you will too. So this week we had some new trailers drop. We had a trailer drop for If Beale Street Could Talk. Annapurna Pictures dropped that trailer, and that is going to be good. That film is based on the book by James Baldwin, and is directed by Barry Jenkins, who won an Oscar for Moonlight. So that is going to be awesome. Okay, repeat the name of the movie again, please. Which one, Kim? The one I went to see today, because the one I went to see today was The Darkest Mind, and then I saw Crazy Rich Asians last night. Both films were absolutely wonderful, wonderful. I also posted the new trailer for Venom. I posted the new trailer for Slender Man, and I know some of y'all was like, why are we posting this trailer? You must have forgot about the girl who killed somebody, talking about Slender Man told her to do it. And yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. So, but yeah, the damage was already done. I had posted the trailer. let's see. My thoughts on Black Klansmen. Hold on, y'all. Let me just check real quick to make sure I ain't under embargo with Black Klansmen, because I don't want no problems out of Spike Lee, because, the way my stuff is set up. Let's see, Black Klansmen. Let me just make sure I'm not under embargo, y'all, because I don't want no problems. Okay, I'm under embargo. I can't tell y'all about the movie until next Friday. But remind me, and I will do so. I will definitely do so. Okay, so now that we got through the movie stuff, let's go ahead and get to this celebrity scoop. The stuff that y'all love the most. All right, so the first thing I would like to talk about is I would like to congratulate Shamia Morton. Y'all know Shamia Morton. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's like a friend to the show. She's the one that, when all that stuff popped off between Portia and Phaedra and Candy, remember they was trying to say that Candy had slept with Shamia. Well, Shamia and her husband, they just celebrated their first wedding anniversary, and they had a gender reveal party at the same damn time. And they're having a baby girl. So congratulations to them. Speaking of a baby, let's talk about Lance Gross and this color-struck colorism mess. Okay, so Lance Gross posted a picture of his baby boy, Lennon Lauren, on social media. Now, being the proud papa that Lance Gross is, he posted the picture of his son, and he wrote in the comments, he said, LL Cool G, my chocolate. Well, he put the chocolate bar. He said, little man's color is coming in Little man's color is coming in nicely. And then he said, I'm hype. Now, Lance's little man look like he gonna be chocolatey like his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Chocolatey. But people got mad at him and started putting him on blast for colorism and saying he was color struck. Well, why were they putting him on blast and saying he was color struck, Zavi? Well, I'm glad you asked. The reason why they were coming at Lance is because Lance is one of the dudes that they use as a poster child for being color struck, because his wife is very fair skinned and he is a chocolate black man. But he was like, so then I went through the comments because I was like, well, what happened? I'm like, well, what happened was, so I'm going through the comments and I saw one girl said, oh yeah, celebrate that your son dark, but I bet you would be pressed if your daughter was dark. And I was like, are we doing this right? Is this really happening? Like, is he being crucified for celebrating that his son gonna be chocolatey? But I guess some people make the assumption that because his wife is of a lighter complexion, that's what he prefers and that's what he wants for his entire family, for his daughter, his son, whatever. I don't know. I can't try to think like some of y'all. I'm just trying to make sense of it, but I can't think like y'all. So anyway, Lance was hot as fish grease at a summer barbecue because y'all, he got on social media and he wrote this soliloquy, child. And he told y'all about y'all selves. And when I say y'all, I'm not talking about y'all, but I'm talking about the people who criticized him. He was so hot. He wrote, and I'm just going to read you a little bit of what he wrote. Hold on. Let me find out he deleted it. Lance, you tried to delete? Oh, no, he ain't deleted. He says, some have it twisted. He said, let me address the misconception. I absolutely love Lauren and I love who Lauren and Alice Gross created. One thing I've never desired was to be anyone else. Two things I'm proud of is the ability to smile through any situation and the rich melanin that layers my body. For my daughter or son to share that blessing makes me overjoyed. Miss me with the self-hate, because those opinions and assumptions are invalid. I love me more than anyone ever could. I won't argue with fools, but I'm down to inform the misinformed. So then he, fast forward. I am a proud black man that loves my African American wife, and that will remain. So I was like, okay, Lance, come on, strong black family. And then some of y'all came up on the Instagram page. If y'all haven't seen the Instagram page, make sure you go follow the ICC Instagram page. Some of y'all rolled up in the Instagram page and was like, His wife ain't black. She biracial. I was like, oh boy, here we go. I was just sitting there like, here we go. Listen, at the end of the day, some of y'all just not going to let Lance Gross make it. Some of y'all just don't want Lance Gross to prosper. Y'all not going to let him be great. And it is what it is. Now, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what my grandma told me growing up. I was raised by my great grandma, for those of you who don't know, and you know, grandparents, and especially your great grandparents, they have some very old school values, and 2 times out of 10, they don't give a damn what they say. My great grandma always told me a dark man love a light woman, and a dark man love a light woman, and a dark woman love a light man. She says just some folks' preference. And I was always like, I ain't get it. Till I started looking around a little bit, and I was like, ooh. He chocolate, his boo light skin. She chocolate, her boo light skin. He chocolate, his boo white. Okay, he went all the way. Cool. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't care who love who. If you happy and y'all got a beautiful family together, going on about your business. Y'all be dragging Amari Hardwick because he is pro-black. And he be having his poems, his death poetry jams and all that. And y'all like, well, he married a white woman. So what? He loves her. She love him. They got 2 beautiful babies. Let them go on about their business and mind their business. He fell in love with who he fell in love with. And then y'all be dragging his wife and talking about his wife ain't attractive and all kind of stuff. It really makes me sad. My empathy is on another level. Because when I'm seeing people get attacked for no reason, it just makes me sad on the inside parts. And I'm just like, y'all, why y'all act like that? Let these people love each other in peace. If interracial dating ain't your preference, boo, you go ahead and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just do what makes you happy. Missy said, look what Missy said. Tyrese is another example of a chocolatey man who prefers a fair-skinned woman. It just is what it is. Is it right? Is it wrong? No. I mean, it is what it is. The only time I have an issue with someone dating whomever is when they act like whoever they're dating are better than their own people. That's the only time. Like don't discriminate against somebody that look like your mama. Don't discriminate somebody look like your aunties. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, why are we judging who somebody else love and who somebody else want to procreate with or bump nether regions with? It's none of our business. But someone said a hit dog will holler because they were really surprised that I was actually really surprised that Lance was so rattled by the criticism that he felt the need to write this thesis statement right here. To defend himself. And here's the part that got me. He said, while I owe no explanation, I do feel the need to say that the colorism topic is setting us back more than you realize, especially on social media. Well, on social media, everybody got a opinion. Child, I'll be blocking people every day. But he said, colorism exists. Yes, but y'all not about to just label every dark-skinned black man who is in a relationship with someone of a lighter complexion under the bus. I was like, okay, let me read that again because I feel like I didn't do a good job at that. Colorism exists, yes, but y'all not just about the label he had typos, my bad. Y'all not about to label every dark-skinned man who is in a relationship with someone of a lighter complexion under the bus. He forgot to put the throw them under the bus part. Yeah, he was upset. He was typing fast. He said, I choose love, not skin tone. It is what it is. So what? But yeah, y'all pulled Lance card this week. Unnecessarily, if you ask me. But, I mean, hey. Come with the territory, I suppose. But I was like, y'all, why are we going in on Lance today? But, real quick, I want to send up prayers for Gary with the T from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. If you haven't heard, earlier this week, he did reveal on the radio that he has been quietly battling cancer. He has gone through his treatments and he said he had his last treatment. So, hopefully everything is on the up and up and I wish him well and I'm praying for him for total healing. And yeah, we got your back, Gary. We got your back. In other celebrity news, entertainment news, now y'all know Tiffany Haddish is not one to mince words and keep secrets. And in a new interview with Glamour magazine, she revealed that she was raped by a police cadet when she was 17 years old. Now, she said she reported it. I don't know what actually came of it or what transpired out of that situation, like if any charges were pressed or anything of that nature. But she said that because of that incident, that's why she's like kind of hyper aggressive when it comes towards men, because she said most men are kind of intimidated by women who are super aggressive. So she uses being aggressive as a defense mechanism. And I was like, okay, whatever works for you, but it's just funny because you just never know what somebody's been through. And Tiffany Haddish, her life story is already a Lifetime movie that Robin Roberts needs to go ahead and make. Like Tiffany Haddish, when it gets to her turn for her to get a biopic, that thing gonna be ridiculous. It is going to be sick. Like you're gonna have to get a whole Kleenex endorsement and just be ready, because every time I watch Tiffany Haddish talk about her life story and she break down crying, I be broke down crying right along with her, because it is what it is. Some of these celebrity news entertainment stories I already talked about on the podcast, so I'm not going to rehash them again, even though they happened this week. So just make sure you go listen to the podcast, comment. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, Spreaker, and YouTube. It's actually on YouTube. You can go. I let everything roll over to YouTube as well. All right, so I want to talk about Slim Thug. Slim Thug got the nerve. Like, Slim Thug got a whole bunch, like, lots of nerve. In case you haven't heard, Slim Thug was being interviewed on a radio station, on a radio show. Before I go in on Slim Thug, let me just take a moment to pay homage to Slim Thug real quick. Slim Thug is doing his thing with real estate in Houston. He's refurbishing homes. He's remodeling homes for Harvey victims. And yeah, that was Harvey, right? In Houston. I get my hurricanes mixed up a little bit. I hope that was the right one. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm tired. But anyway, he's refurbishing homes for hurricane victims. So he is doing good in the hood. Like, he literally is doing good in the hood. Like, he's buying whole blocks of communities and building them up and making affordable housing for people. He is doing his goddamn thing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and salute him on that before I go ahead and get to this part where I was like, he got a whole lot of nerve to be opening his mouth and talk about other folks. So salute Slim Thug. Now it's time to go ahead and get to this. He was in an interview. He did an interview recently. And I don't know, I didn't listen to the whole interview, so I'm going to go ahead and preface that by saying I didn't listen to the whole interview, so I'm going to give you partial information based off of what I heard and what I know. I don't know how the conversation got to Sierra and Russell Wilson, but it did. And Slim Thug said that he does not believe that Sierra and Russell Wilson's relationship is real. Like, y'all, this is the only reason why I'm doing the chat tonight, because I need to talk about this. This right here. He does not believe their relationship is real. Now, they passed a relationship, they're in a marriage. So now you're talking about somebody's marriage. He said he does not feel like their marriage is real. He feels like Sierra married Russell Wilson for financial stability. But Sierra already had bread. But okay. Because the reason why he feels this way is because he can't fathom or wrap his mind around the fact that Sierra was once with Future, who is deemed a bad boy, and now she is with Russell Wilson, who is what one might call a goody two-shoes. Just for lack of a better term, I got all the respect in the world for Russell Wilson. I think he is an amazing man on and off the field. But instead of saying goody two-shoes, he called him corny. He said that he was a cornball, corny, something related, corn related. Okay, with a husk. It was corn related. But he called Russell corny and said that there's no way that Sierra would go from a Future to a Russell Wilson unless it was just for financial purposes. Bruh. You got a whole lot of nerve. First of all, I don't even know your relationship status, so that's telling me everything I need to know right there. Like, boo, who you loving on, boo? Like, who you in a relationship with? But here's my thing, and I'm gonna tell you what bothered me the most out of this. Number one, you're speaking on someone else's marriage, and it's none of your business. First things first. Oh wait, I gotta go ahead and put this right here. You're speaking on someone's marriage, and that's first things first. That's disrespectful in the highest level of disrespectfultivity. Okay? None your business. Mind your own. So you're speaking on this woman's marriage. Not only did you speak on her marriage, you said that it ain't even real, and you don't believe that she can love this man. You don't believe this woman done married this man. They done made a family. He raising her son as his own and loving that child as his own. There is no distinction whatsoever. The only steps in her house are the ones that go from downstairs to upstairs. Ain't no stepdaddy, stepson, none of that mess. Okay. They have a beautiful daughter together. They are living their lives like it is absolutely golden. These two Negroes was doing the Kiki challenge in Africa. They talking about Kiki and zebras walking by in the background. What are we mad about? Now, let's dig into this. Let's peel back the layers. You said that she only married him for financial stability. There's a whole bunch of people out here right now that are married for financial stability. Some people like to call it a business arrangement versus a marriage. But my thing is, why out of all the assumptions in the world would you demean Sierra all the way down to being a chick who married somebody for a coin? I think that's what bothered me the most. Like, you degraded the chick all the way down to somebody who just married for a coin because maybe the albums ain't moving like they used to. I mean, sis still got a little jam in her, and her little level up. I can't do it because the way my copay is set up and my primary care physician, he always books, so I can't do the level up challenge. I'm just not there with mine right now. But to make that assumption is not only ignorant, it's disrespectful. So you assume that she married the man just for money. Now, then you say you have a hard time believing that she dated a bad boy and now she's with this corny dude. Apparently, Slim Thug has never dated a bad boy. And I mean that with all due respect. Apparently, you've never dated a bad boy. Because any woman in her right mind who dates a man who ain't ish will not go out and look for another ain't ish man. Level up, right? That's the whole purpose. Level up. You want to do better than you did the last time. You don't want to keep dating the same type of cesspool ass men hoping that you're going to get a Prince Charming out the mix. It don't happen like that. What you do anytime you're in a relationship, a friendship, a workship at your dang on job, when you see something ain't no good or something is not good for your health, because see, some of y'all will stick with these men who had your hair falling out, had you losing weight, got your face broke out. Don't mind me, my man acting right. I just don't know what I ate. But all of that, y'all will stick by that man's side. Y'all will make every excuse for every chick that call your house. Y'all will make every excuse for every baby he come home and got to explain because I was drunk that night with my boys. I don't really remember. No, that's not. You learn from your mistakes and you do better. You do better. So, and who's to say, okay, let's go back and play devil's advocate. Future, bad boy. Okay. Who's to say that the future that Sierra started with is not the future that she ended with? Every woman out here knows, and if you can agree, and if you understand where I'm coming from, ladies and fellas too, because this applies to you all as well. When you first start dating somebody, they send their representative in to win your heart over. Child flowers, good morning texts, Hey boo, I miss you. What you doing? I'm thinking about you right now. Flowers, romantic songs. They might even make you a little slow jam mixtape. Remember you back in the day used to make like a little slow jam tape and give it to somebody and be like, all these songs right here remind me of you. So when you be listening to it, you know I'll be thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Like all that good stuff. Everyone meets the person's representative. Now, depending on how fast the relationship moves, is depending on how long you got the representative. Now, if you're going at a regular, standard, sturdy pace, you might get the representative for about 6 months. 6 months. But once the representative know, male or female, but once that representative know they got you hook, line, and sinker, that's when you meet the real person. That's when you meet the person that's like, why it took you so long to return my text? Because I seen you on Instagram. I texted you at 5 o'clock. You was on Instagram at 5:03, and then you gonna text me back at 5:15. So I need to know what happened and transpired between the 3 minutes that you was on Instagram all the way down to the time that you text me back. That's when you meet the fool who want to put you in a chokehold, the one that go upside your head, the one that run all the gas out the car while you at work. That's when you meet that real fool. But who's to say that Future was not everything that Sierra thought she wanted in a man when they first met? And then she realized she was part of a sister circle. Oh shit, we sister wives. Oh, okay. Well, which one of y'all got a daycare so little Future can come over? Because which one of y'all keeping all the kids this weekend? Who's to say that she didn't know? I mean, she already knew he had other baby mamas. But what I'm saying is, he probably finessed her. Or maybe she had a taste for the little bad boy life. And she got a taste of it. It gave her the bubble guts and diarrhea. And she was like, I'm going to move on to more, a more exquisite cuisine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not here for the bubble guts and the diarrhea that the bad boy meals was giving me. And think about Sierra's dating progression. Like we talking about bad boy, like what was it? Bow Wow, 50 Cent, Future, and then she made her way to Russell Wilson. That's when God stepped in and was like, girl, hold on. I'm going to sit you this one right here. Boom. So, I mean, you can't judge Sierra because she leveled up or that she realized that this is not the type of man that she wants for herself and her kids and her future. No pun intended. So, anyway, Slim Thugger need to just go on and keep his opinionated, unsolicited opinions to himself. Like how I'm giving my unsolicited opinion right now. But yeah, he just need to keep that to himself because you just don't. Come on, man. And the crazy part is Russell is such a good dude. Rather than clapping back at Slim Thug, he probably prayed for him. You can't mess with a dude that's just going to pray at you instead of getting at you. That's another level. But let me tell y'all what Sierra said. Because Sierra had some little shady shiesties, little, she threw some little, 1-2 steps back at Slim Thug. I was like, okay, Cece. She had wrote, the first thing she wrote, and these are like little captions that she posted on her Instagram page. The first one said, repeating the same bad habit over and over again is a form of insanity. Bloop. There comes a point in your life when you know better and you have to do better. You owe it to yourself. It's just that simple. She kept that real nice and cute. She kept that real nice and cute. Then, as far as saying that her husband was corny, she posted the definition of cool. She said, a man that's God-fearing, a man that carries himself as though you are in his presence, even if you're not. A man who is honorable, a man who can grow with you and learn from you, a man that treats people with respect, a man that puts his family first, a man that makes you laugh, a man that understands the importance of financial responsibility. Oh, not stability, but responsibility. A man that is compassionate, a man who's confident and wants to see you succeed, a man who sees beauty in your scars. She wrote, cool is in the eye of the beholder. What are some qualities that you see as cool? Hashtag level up. Now that's classy. Bloop. Super classy. Speaking of Bow Wow, we just gonna go. I'm gonna keep this nice, quick, and just speaking of Bow Wow. Something wrong with him. And I don't know what kind of wrong with him. So I'm going to tread lightly because I don't know if homeboy done had like a whole mental breakdown, or like if the gas ain't making it all the way to the engine no more. But something going on with Bow Wow, and I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to acknowledge it. I'm not going to feed into it. I'm not doing none of it. Bow Wow is... Bow Wow has completely flown over the cuckoo's nest. And that's my nice way of saying it. Like, he has completely flown over the cuckoo's nest. He wants the attention. Here's what's odd with Bow Wow. Bow Wow wants the attention, but then when he gets the attention, and if it's not the type of attention that he wants, he lashes out. Walk with me. He wants attention, right? He wants everybody to be like, "Oh, Bow Wow this, Bow Wow that, Bow Wow this." But when people are like, "Oh, Bow Wow whack," ain't nobody checking for Bow Wow no more. He lashes out. I saw him tell a blogger maybe 2 weeks ago that first he told her to suck a D, and then he said that he hopes she catches AIDS and dies a slow death. I don't care what Bow Wow going through at home, but to get on social media and to say that to anybody lets me know he is too far gone for me to even worry about it at this point. Like, at this point, I'm just like, okay, Jesus, take the wheel, because your boy on automatic drive, and I see the curve ahead and the cliff at the end of the street. Like, he is wilding out. Then he was like, F all the black, like, he hates bloggers, apparently. But here's the funny thing. When I was attempting to support Bow Wow, these celebrities always overlook the bloggers who are supporting them. The ones who are like pulling teeth, their own teeth, to try to make a decent story out of some nonsense or foolishness you got going on. They overlook us. And I could name 10 celebrities right now without even blinking my eyes 2 times that will overlook ICC all the time when I do nothing but support them, support their projects. I had one person lie to me to get me to one of their events, and the whole thing was just a lie. It was just a lie. And I was so mad. And I still might charge that particular person for some gas money because I drove an hour to partake in a lie. But anyway, some of y'all might put 2 and 2 together and get what I'm talking about. But anyway, so it's the lashing out at bloggers. You know, we support people, but they only want to lash out when they're mad. And then when they're mad, they just lash out at all bloggers. All bloggers ain't ish. All bloggers are garbage. All bloggers can eat this and suck this and kiss this and all, like, whatever. I'm a celebrity news information specialist. You can call me a blogger if you want to, but I do something else. But he's just a disrespectful behind man, just point blank period. I don't even like to call him a man. He's a boy. Any grown man who technically grown would act like that. They're a child. He's grown in flesh. Well, no, depending on if you look at him, he's still like a preteen. But in years wise, you know, okay. But as far as up here, he a whole child. My baby, 10 years old, she upstairs, and she carry herself with more dignity and respect than Bow Wow does. I can care less. As far as I'm concerned, when y'all talk to me and say, tell me about Bow Wow, I'm going to say, who? Because the disrespect that I've seen him throw around is unwarranted. So what? Everybody not going to like you. So what? I don't care about nothing that you put out since you was kicking it with Omarion and doing dance steps on your Scream tour. Like, so what? There's no need to be disrespectful when you're like basically begging for attention, but then when you get the attention that you wasn't planning on, now you're mad. Anyway, let's see. I have a question here. It says, Ebony, you might be my cousin. My last name Bryant too. Xavier, do you think that YG needs to pull his song from Madden 19? Yup. And I think don't none of y'all need to spend no money with Madden, point blank period. Yep. Everybody pull their song. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are down for the calls until the calls touch their pockets. So it depends on how much money he got for that, whether or not he may or may not pull out. Because, you know, a lot of people are pro-black and pro to fight and pro everything else until we like, oh, wait a minute. What? Just like some of y'all was like, oh, yeah, Black Lives Matter. And then we like, wait, I can't eat a Waffle House no more. We boycotting Waffle. But I like my hash brown scattered, covered, and smothered. Can we just boycott somewhere else instead of, can we just keep boycotting Starbucks? Because I don't really drink that. But I do like Waffle House. I mean, one of the main people, like I love Cardi B, Cardi cool. She was one of the main people speaking out about all the injustices. But homegirl had a $65 bill at Waffle House when she posted her receipts for her car. People was like, did sis forget we supposed to be boycotting Waffle House? I don't know. But let's see. What about Angela Simmons? Ange cool. It's something about her that irks me. But she cool, I guess. I mean, I really don't have that much of an opinion on Angela. Listen, Ebony, you make your living, child. You go ahead and earn your living, make your money. But what else I want to talk about? Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Because honestly, I only logged on tonight because I had to tell y'all what I thought about Slim Thug, because I thought he was super ignorant for what he put out there about Sierra and Russell. But just let me know real quick. And I'm going to take a sip of water. Y'all can let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to talk about. And I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be telling you and I can't think of it. And then as soon as I get off the chat, I'm going to be like, oh, dang, I should have told them. But it is what it is. Hi, LaShonda. What do you think about Slim Thug coming for Sierra? Oh, sis, you late. We just got done with that. Let's see. I know that's right, but we're going to leave your tips alone. Sanaa Lathan shaved her head for Netflix. Yes, she did. For Napoli Ever After, I did post that trailer on the site as well. That looks like it's going to be so good. Especially someone, I'm one of those people that I feel like my hair like directly corresponds to my beauty, if that makes sense. Like, so if my hair don't look right, I feel like I'm not attractive that day. Like, even with my hair curly, like, it was not supposed to be like a little teeny weeny afro curly. Like, it was supposed to be like, when I first did my hair, because look, wait, what side I'm grabbing? Okay, look, see? My shrinkage is stupid. See? That's how long my hair really is. But then I let it go. So it is what it is. We talked about Pose already. Any good TV? Hey, Natasha. We already talked about TV, Natasha. You're a little bit late, boo. But we did talk about, as far as TV is concerned, we talked about I love Castle Rock. I love Pose. And I love something else. I forgot. But yeah. Just rewind it back to the beginning and you can get all the TV talk. R. Kelly's new song. I believe I talked about R. Kelly's new song on the podcast. So make sure you check out the podcast. Because I'm not playing with Robert tonight. Robert be making my blood pressure go up. Says the Beehive's going nuts tonight because Billboard listed the top artists of all time. And Rihanna is number 10 and Beyonce is 41. Oh, it happens. The Beehive is something else. I just need the Beehive to make sure they be on point for this election. How about that? Next election coming up, I'm going to need the Beehive to keep that same energy for the upcoming election. So, all right. So for Napoli Ever After, she definitely, Sanaa shaved her head off. Like, that's dedication to a role. And so I'm looking forward to seeing the film. It looks good. It looks like she's one of those people who is attached to her hair and feels like her hair is part of her beauty, kind of like me. And she shaves it all off and liberates herself and starts this new journey as a bald head beauty. So I'm here for it. I like Sanaa a lot. And I think she's a great actress. So I'm definitely here for that. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and cut out. It looks like we covered everything. I got a yawn. Woo. Okay. See, I'm tired. Yes. Please register to vote. Can we talk about Love and Hip Hop real quick? Love and Hip Hop LA. Y'all, I be struggling with Love and Hip Hop. I feel like Love and Hip Hop be burning all the little brain cells that I got left because, you know, the blog burns out most of them. And I'm about 2 minutes from saying I ain't a blogger no more. I'm about sick of this. But anyway, that Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Once I get past all the artificial body parts, like it's like fake titties, It's fake booty. It's fake hips, fake thighs. Like, y'all out here faking your thighs. Like, are you serious? I know y'all on Instagram faking your kneecaps because y'all be using that smoothing filter and y'all be smoothing out your kneecaps. And I was like, yo, she don't even have no kneecaps or elbows. Wow. But anyway, whatever makes you happy. So anyway, yeah, so with that being said, the way Brandy and Princess Love went at each other at the gender reveal party, first of all, I know y'all got to do it while the camera's rolling, but I don't agree with the fact that Princess Love put her marital affairs on social media. We all know Ray J gon' Ray J, but I still don't think social media is the place for your personal problems. And especially in the fact that you will air out all your problems, and then when y'all piece it up, now y'all back on social media all snuggled up, and we all looking at you like you a dummy. Case in point, Brandy Maxiel. Her husband, she just aired his behind out a couple of months ago for cheating on her. And then she posted yesterday or a couple days ago, it's our anniversary. She done put together a whole collage, got the little songs playing in the background, got a little montage going with all these quotes about how marriage is, they said marriage wasn't going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it and all that. Sis, you going to be on, you and your cheating behind husband fitting to be on Ayanla Fix My Life in a couple weeks. Like, if you had kept if you had kept all that business in the house, instead of airing it out on social media, we wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even be able to side eye your little happy anniversary. Y'all know I love to celebrate people's anniversaries. So no, I'm like literally like I love to celebrate anniversaries. I love to celebrate birthdays. I love to celebrate anniversaries. But I'm not celebrating an anniversary if your husband got community penis. Like, I'm not doing that. Y'all can celebrate at home, but it ain't none of my business to be celebrating for y'all. I'm just going to side eye and keep scrolling. It ain't even my place to go into the comment section and post this emoji. I'm not even doing that. It's none of my business. If that's what you want, if you like it, I love it. But next time you catch him in somebody else's DM, do not tell me about it on social media. Like, I actually unfollowed her after she celebrated her anniversary. And I know that sounds crazy, but I was just like, sis, like, now I'm not encouraging a divorce, but you sitting up celebrating your anniversary like everything is perfect. Like, I would have preferred if you had posted a never would have made it, something like that. Don't come at, it's our anniversary. No, that's for people who don't, have to worry about their husband passing out penis like Girl Scout cookies in front of Walmart. But anyway, none of my business. Just telling y'all how I feel about it. But then here's this right here. This is a topic that I want to touch on. Celebrities air their personal business out every single day on social media. You got chicks, I just saw today, 3 different chicks airing Fetty Wap out because he ain't taking care of his kids right. This, that, and the third. Celebrity, what is it, because I don't have that spirit in me, but what is it that makes people want to run to social media to tell strangers all their business? Like, is it because they want people to be like, oh, that's all right, girl. We got you. You gonna be all right. We got you. I'm just gonna type we got you, but I really don't got you because I don't know you and I'm not sending you no money or Pampers or Similac or formula. So, but I got you from right here, sis. Or do she want people to come in and join in like, oh, he ain't ish or this? Like, why do people tell all their business on social media, but then the minute they get embarrassed, we ask that you respect our privacy? Nah, keep that same energy. No, if you told me he was cheating, then I'm in it now. So now we need to see this thing all the way through. What day we going to counseling? What time is counseling? Do I need to get the Uber? Like, what day we need to go? What day we going to counseling? Once you tell me your business, it's our business now. So we need to see this thing through together. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. If you keep your goddamn business in your house, you won't have to come back later and explain anything to anyone about anything. So, and then what kills me is like, well, anyway, but that's all I got to say about that. Keep your business to your god darn self. Everybody want to go viral for some nonsense. It is what it is. I'm going to tell y'all, if a dude play me, well, I'm married, but if my husband was to play me, the last place I'm going to put it is social media. Y'all. If anything, the only thing y'all going to get out of me is a hashtag single and ready to mingle. That's all you getting. Y'all had to figure the rest out yourself. But anyway, so I done got off on a tangent. Love and hip hop. Do I believe that Lyrica slept with or had something going on with Safari? I don't know. But I do know that it is as suspicious as someone climbing through the window of your house at 2 o'clock in the morning that all of her text messages are removed out of her phone. And Safari not making it no better with the stuff that he's saying to A1. But then I thought to myself, would I want to sleep with a man and marry a man and procreate with a man who wears black fingernail polish? I don't know. Absolutely no. There is no I don't know here. It's just no. So with that being said, I know we have a new generation of people. I know we have a new generation of fashion and different ways that men carry themselves, and some of them wearing lip gloss and all that and fingernail polish and all that. But listen, do you? You know what I'm saying? But me, myself personally, I don't want to have to share my fingernail polish. I don't want to have to share my eyeliner. I don't want to share my lip liner. I don't want to have to share my foundation with no mane. I'm not sharing my foundation with no mane. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I don't know, but I'm struggling with that. I am struggling. And the only reason why I'm watching it is because I'm like, well, maybe something going to happen that's really going to pop off. And we could be like, ooh, girl, did you watch last week? But I'm like, it's a struggle. I am so mad that Sporty said A1 sauce. Yeah, I'm mad. But yeah, I'm loving hip hop. I just don't know. Oh, and Faith Evans and Stevie J said they think about having babies. I really like Faith Evans a lot. I told y'all before. She from Jersey. She be singing my heart out. You heard what I said. She be singing my heart out. Just a girl after my own heart. Just love her to death. But her and Stevie J in this marriage, I'm tired. Like, I'm literally tired. I think they've been married for 2 weeks and I am tired. I'm tired. Like, I have never seen someone shove a marriage down social media's throat the way these two are. It just screams reality show. It just screams reality. I mean, they doing boomerangs. They talking about having babies. They talking about having a yacht party. I'm like, a yacht party? Don't Stevie J still owe child support $1 million? A yacht party? Maybe y'all could put y'all incomes together and at least try to cut it in half. This man owe $1 million in child support and y'all beating me upside the head talking about a yacht party. And y'all talking about having more kids. The man already got a whole basketball team and 2 extra men on the side. Like, really? I don't know. Faith wildin'. Faith just wildin'. It is what it is. But again, if she's happy, he happy, let him be happy. I'm just going to sit in the cut with my water. I'm going to stay hydrated and just watch it all play out. But I will tell you, unless something really, really good or juicy or teaful comes along, you will not find me indulging in Stevie J and Faith Evans' foolishness. Like, I'm not posting the boomerangs. I'm not posting all the matching tattoos or the Jordan earrings or the Mrs. Jordan necklace. I'm not doing all that with y'all because I'm not 100%. Now, no, I'm not going to go on my Slim Thug. I'm going to just leave that be. I was about to get in my Slim Thug bag talking about Stevie J and Faith Evans' marriage. But, child, I don't know. All I'm saying is Stevie asked Jocelyn to marry him 2 days before he married Faith. So pardon me if I'm not totally and thoroughly convinced that this is nothing more than a publicity stunt. I apologize. I mean, they putting tattoos on each other, so I guess it's real. I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, all right. So I guess that'll be all I have to say about that. Just you guys, please, 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 thank you so much for kicking it with me tonight. Those of you who were able to come in and see the chat, I see it was a little small group, but a small intimate group, and I'm happy about that. But anyway, please subscribe to YouTube and follow Ice Cream Combos as well as myself on Instagram. And I forgot what other links. Oh, I put in a few links where you can listen to the podcast. So thank you to all my new ICC friends that I saw come into tonight's chat. And much love to all of my OG ICCers who've been rocking with me for years. So with that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful night. And be sure to tune in to the podcast on Tuesday. Okay? All right. Have a great night. Bye, y'all.